No! Good morning, Foggy Balloon. Turn down the volume. That's not doing what it's supposed to do. Why are you not turning down? What the fuck? There we go. Hi, Thanos. Hi, Foggy Balloon. Hi, Guardian. Good morning. I think I posted on all appropriate places that I'm live. I think I did. I hope you enjoy the emotes, friend. I have to imagine you got the gifted sub from Twaz. When Twaz was doing that wild-ass sub bomb. When he was doing those sub bombs. But it could have been someone else, I suppose. There were a few people who were being super kind lately. Lurk while you eat and clean? Sounds good. Hello, Sickle Warrior. Good morning. Coffee, 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 coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Lurk while you eat and clean? Sounds good. No! What the fuck? Quit turning up the volume. Yo, my new iPad is tweaking. Come on. The fuck are you doing? What the fuck? Quit turning up the volume. Yo, my new iPad is tweaking. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? Quit turning up the volume. Good morning, Sickle Warrior. Volume off. Okay. There we go. Weird. Why you do this? I thought that the case that I had for my new iPad would fit because it was the same case from my old one, and I thought they were the same size, but it's off by the teeniest bit. Cat on the keys. Happens to the best of us. Good morning, Marsh. Sickle Warrior, I hope you're having a nice day today. Ah, frick. My technology is not cooperating.
Hey, how you doing?
It's finally
No, puppy, no. Oh my gosh. Speaking of technology not cooperating, I don't understand why my alerts are sounding when they're muted. Stitch, thank you for 2 months. Puppies! No! Oh my goodness. The nuisance. Thank you for 2 months. The alerts are supposed to be off for morning streams. They are muted, just like my iPad was just muted, yet they keep making noise! And that how you doing just fucked up my dogs. You'll foam roll while I do yoga? Why not do yoga while I do yoga? Okay. So let's just mute that. Okay. Let's see if that works. I don't understand. Stitch, thank you again though. It's 69 degrees out for you. I wonder what it is for us right now. It's 14. It's officially winter. Stop, Enzo. Enough. Oh my goodness. Dogs can be such a whole thing sometimes. Would anyone like to take my dogs? You can have them. You have to be here in the next 5 minutes and they're yours. Where are you at, Stitched? probably bend and then snap, lol. Hi, Slow Cloud. I think Duple's been having his mornings to himself. Lovely, mindful mornings. We haven't been seeing him as much in these morning strims. You live in Japan? Oh. I didn't know that it was that warm there. I was actually wondering about the temperature, like the climate in Japan, just the other day because I was watching the Queer Eye in Japan. I was like, I really don't know anything about this area. I'm very clueless. Oh, these puppos, man. You were about to surprise me with a door knock? Like, by just saying knock knock? Oh, I get what you're saying. With coming to get the dogs. Yeah. These pups, man. I hope this one leaves me alone for yoga and meditation, but he probably won't. Oh, I gotta call Capone's vet today and see about getting him some more medication. He's on higher doses of CBD, and he seems to still just be so uncomfortable. It's kind of heartbreaking. I really don't know how much longer Capone has, because, like, in between the pain that he seems to be in and just the amount of extra stress that he's putting on the household by being stressed, it makes me feel sad, but... Enzo, quit being weird and gross. Yeah, he's an old boy and he's got a lot of pain in his body. And as a result, he follows me around and whines and goes crazy. He's nearly 12. Nearly 12. And he had surgery on his 2 back legs a while ago. Enzo, would you stop licking everything? Enzo. Hey. Chunk. Don't get up there and throw that stuff on the ground. Go lay down. Go to your spot. Yeah, he's gonna be 12 in... When would he be 12? Probably the next month, I think. And like I said, his back legs are kind of bad. His lower back is bad. He's got allergies, he's got anxiety, he's got tummy issues. Hippie chick for you. Hi, welcome. So he's got a lot of like aches and pains. And I think it's getting to the point where we have to make a call soon. Because, like, he's still eating and drinking. He still plays with his brother. But if he's not, like, playing with his brother or sleeping, he is almost always whining. If I get up and I walk in the other room, he's going to follow me immediately. If I get up and walk out of there, he's going to follow me immediately. If I don't sit somewhere where he can sit next to me comfortably, he whines. Like when we do yoga in a bit, you'll see him do it again. As soon as I pull out the yoga mat and he's not able to be pressed up against me, he starts getting obnoxious. I'm doing well. How are you, hippie chick? Good morning, Pixel Pixie. I wonder what today's yoga video will be. I'm excited to see the light already coming in. The window's behind me. Dad's my favorite. First day on Twitch? Where are you at, hippie chick? Where you from? I woke up thinking about those sensory deprivation chambers that we talked about yesterday. I really want to try that. New York? Nice. We have a lot of New York friends. So it's early then. You getting ready to go to work, or are you at work? Good morning, Brad Habit. You wouldn't believe me if I told you this, but I was just thinking about you and wondering how you were doing this morning, if you were waking up early and kicking ass on your routine again. She works overnights. Oh, that's tough. Tough having schedules that are the opposite of the people that you love. Yes, Slow Cloud. I want to try a sensory deprivation tank, so I found a package. It's like $155, I think, for 3 sessions, which is a decent discount off of the normal hourly rate. So I kind of want to do that and try 3 different experiences. Try one sober, try one with a little bit of weed, and try one with a little bit of psilocybin. I think it could be quite interesting to see the types of things that happen. Feeling pretty calm today? That's wonderful. I haven't, hippie chick. I've heard great things, though. I've heard wonderful things about weighted blankets. A lot of my friends use them. Chach, called you out. Busted. Good morning. Are you ready to make today an amazing Friday, or what? Good morning, Momo. Yeah, if I don't enjoy it, I don't know that I would add a lot of, I don't know that I would add anything psychoactive to it, Slow Cloud, but I also don't anticipate not liking it, because from what I've read, it's the same experience that you get when you're neutrally buoyant while diving, except you are just in like a dark room instead of in potentially the dark ocean. So I feel like with all my experience from diving, this should be pretty soothing and relaxing because I know I'm safe, you know? Hi, Skull Murray. I'm ready to do a lot of good work today. I'm ready for it. Ready. Yeah, mushrooms and diving I would not put together at all. I wouldn't do anything, nothing psychoactive. No, you're gonna bump all my stuff. Nothing psychoactive. I wouldn't go diving with like a cocktail in me. Nothing. No, Capone, just lay down. Gokil, yes. We'll say yes. It popped all of your spine joints? That's nice. Yes, it will, Cha-Cha. Yeah, assault float, indeed. Come over here and lay down. You don't need to be so sensipig just because I wouldn't give you the exact spot you wanted. Little whiny tiny. I haven't tried any other psychedelics yet, but like what I got out of mushrooms is all I was looking to get out of any psychedelic. So I'm a big fan of psilocybin, and it's so clean. It's so clean. You know, like a lot of people I know have tried psilocybin and acid, and they absolutely prefer psilocybin to LSD. You won't fly a plane while drunk? I think that's a good idea. Hi, Common. How's the newest member of the wolf pack? Cha-Cha, you're a little tiny bud. Good morning, lost souls. Hey, what audio editing programs do you use, my friend? What are you familiar with? Highs make your eyes feel dizzy? What do you mean? I am a big nature and animal person, yes. Despite what you might be seeing with this fucking dog driving me a little crazy, but this is my old boy and he's so clingy right now. I understand, Common. This little chunker is a pit bull. The one you can barely see behind me is the Italian Mastiff, Cane Corso. Okay, I'm not familiar with Cakewalk at all. I know you had offered to help me out with getting some podcasts edited, and I was going to see if I could take you up on that offer to get a couple of them put up onto my channel. Man. Oh, nice! Those are beautiful doggos, hippie chick. What do I think about French bulldogs? My boyfriend wants one really bad. He wants a little doggy. He always talks about how he wants us to get a small dog to live among the giants. Kind of like our cat does. I don't know where Boo Boo is. I will hit you up if I can't get something going soon myself, Lost Souls. I appreciate you yet again for that offer. Oh, that's so special, Judge. You also have an English bulldog. Man, I want to get rich partially so I can have more dogs, but I don't want more dogs unless I have someone else to help me train them. Yes, Gokil, yes. Hi, Losers and Trolls United. I don't really have a favorite anything, hippie chick. I struggle to choose favorites because I love everything. Like music, can't pick favorites, love it. Food, can't pick favorites, love it. Animals, can't, love them. Just too much love for too many things. Gabriel's a good name, by the way. Hey, Enzo? Hey, could you do me a favor and not be inside of your own asshole right now? Hey, Enzo, no. No. Where's the little spray? If I can reach this, I can get him to stop licking and hoovering his freaking asshole right now. Yeah, that's what's up. He hates spray bottles. Hates them. I don't even have to spray him with it. I just have to point any spray bottle, anything that resembles a spray bottle at him, and he's like, okay, whatever, gone. You had a Dalmatian? Aw, that's nice. Oh, little puppers, Brad, that's nice. Well, thanks, hippie chick. I just love the world. I love existing. I'm a big fan. Known as the world's best cat. Well. Gokil, this pit bull is snuggly year-round. It could be the middle of summer. It could be hot. He is gonna want to be on someone. He's just a very clingy puppo. And now because he's like a little achier and getting older, he is like always following me. It kind of drives me crazy, and I love him so much so that it makes me feel bad that he's driving me crazy. You know what I mean? You know? Really? Just one of them? Does that dog have any issues with any other people or just that postman? Can you do a single favorite band though, Cha-Cha? That's wonderful. Enjoy your time with your girlfriend, hippie chick. I'll be on again today at 2 o'clock Central Time. That's what normal stream is. This is our morning mindfulness, like, yoga stream. Any postman? Got it. Get some good rest, Slow Cloud. Led Zeppelin? Alright. Man, I painted all my nails this weekend and they already look busted. This is the difference between painting your own nails and getting someone to do that no chip for you. No chip is the fucking tits, man. It's the fucking tits! And this one's snagging on stuff. Yo! Whoa! Holy shit! Are you kidding me right now? Prying Panda. Poggers. And how is this still making noise? I don't understand. Where is it even coming from? Wow. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Thank you, Lost Souls. I really appreciate that. Holy shit. A fucking 50 bomb? A 50 bomb? Oh my goodness.
Hey, how you doing?
I am trying so hard to figure out how to make my alerts not make noise for this morning stream. Oh my goodness. I can see this. I can, but why? Why are you noise make?
Hey, how you doing?
I don't understand. You just walked into us starting our morning with a fucking 50 bomb. And I don't understand why it's making noise. Ah! You know what? I know what I'll do. We'll just make this be shh. There we go. I bet we figured it out. Yeah, there we go. Prying Panda, that is so fucking generous. Sorry for being immediately distracted by trying to silence it. But for the morning streams, we try to keep it a little quiet because it's morning mindfulness time. Lost Souls, thank you again for that offer. I really appreciate that. Prying Panda, rip chat experience indeed. Good morning, friend. Hi, Burnt Crispy. Yeah, I guess not. Snapbot is like, what to do? Help. Hi, ninjas. Damn, friend. Thank you. Go take care of those kiddos. You do that. Okay, I wonder if it'll show me... How do I get to the thing where it shows me the subs and stuff on mobile? Oh my goodness. It just shows... I'm like, can I call out the names? Nope, on mobile, it just shows that option as like, Prying Panda is gifting 50 tier 1 subs to this community. So that doesn't help. Well, I really appreciate that a lot. A fucking lot. I really can't even begin to tell you how much that means, how incredibly helpful that is. You know what I'm trying to do here, and that insane kind of generosity really helps so much. Helps so much. Thank you. Thank you. My goodness. I really, really appreciate you. And, like, what a way to start our fucking morning. Holy balls. Thank you, Prying Panda. And also, hi. How are you? Reaper, good morning. Wow, look at those alerts still going. I don't even know how long that's gonna go. Can you imagine if I hadn't been able to turn off the audio for it? They're not French fries, Cha-Cha! They're not French fries! Your face is a French fry, alright? They're friggin' breadsticks! For real, between Panda and Twaz now? Agreed. I don't know what caused you to do that today, Panda, but it means a lot, so thank you again very, very much. Everyone, tell Panda how nice their butt is, right away. I also like French fries, but they're not French fries, they're breadsticks. Don't you up arrow at that, Cha-Cha. Up arrow your face. Whatever that means. I was just about to say, let's set some intentions for our day, and now I'm feeling especially energized. And that's a piggy. This is a piggy. Your butt is delicious. What a great way to do it. My goodness. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Let's go ahead. Cha-Cha, you fucking sass machine. You weren't here at all and you got the gifted sub? It's wild. When people aren't in chat, when people gift big sub bombs, it just goes based on whoever's been here before. It's so totally random and so fun. So enjoy the emotes, friend. Courtesy of Prying Panda. If I had my gong, I would be whacking that gong so freaking hard. Someday in the far off, potentially, future, when we do our morning streams, we will have a giant, like standing gong. And I'll be able to walk over and grab like a big old stick. This is what it looks like when I'm grabbing a big old stick. And I'll be all, whoa, and you'll be like, whoa. That'll be exactly how it goes. Anyway, let's set some intentions for our days, friends. Today is Friday, and you get to decide, who will you be today? What types of characteristics will you show off to the world? What kind of personality do you want to have today? Yes, burnt crispy. Have I mentioned thank you yet? Have I thanked? Have I thanked? Because thanks, Prying Panda. We will accomplish this goal, yes. I will have many gongs, and I want to get those singing bowls, and I want to learn my kalimba and learn my bongos. All this will be done. We have time for all of it. Good morning, Stray Quad. So you need a sleep day? Well, you get some rest. You will be productive yet joyful. I like it. You'll be productive and joyful. Joyfully productive. That's how I would like to spend my day too. Joyful and productive. I wonder what our yoga is today. I could use something that works on my back. You like it, Pixel Pete? Yo, if you like that, you should see the LOL emote. Someone drop a Snaps LOL in here. Well, that's kind, but what about for yourself, Straight Quad? It's nice to have goals focused on the external world, but sleeping well, and then what about you? What can you do to help yourself to feel good? That's the LOL emote, Pixel Pete. Oh, that's so frustrating. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bubble the Owl. Really? Mama Chach bought a singing bowl recently? Damn, okay, so just have a family of musicians. That's cool. Do you have coffee, Pixel Pixie? Can you make that happen? You'll repeat that with a good team. It's so nice when you have a day of separation between the frustrating moments and like the new day. Like yesterday you said you were on fire and you're pretty patient, and today you're like, well, no problem, I'll get it done. Wonderful. Damn, 73 pounds, good for you. But even if you're still pretty good, I still maintain that your day should always include something for yourself, just a little thing, even if it's just 2 things. Something that helps you progress in your life in some manner, helps you gain some knowledge, helps you learn to like yourself more, whatever. You're the only musician in the family, but you just said Mama Chach bought singing bowls. Das music. What is person who plays music? Is a musician. Also, the Moonanites. Oh, that's a stinky fart. Wow. Jesus, fuck, Capone. I can't believe we started off today with a 50 bomb gifted subs. I can't. That's fucking awesome, by the way. 73 pounds. I lost 50 pounds once. That shit sucked. I can only imagine. Today I will be calm, focused, loving, and drunk. Perfect. But yeah, later. Not like, can't wait to get to work and then be drunk. Woo! Woo! Great. I like it. Chach has good Friday night plans. Oh, it's movie night tonight with Schmoople, right? It's a Schmoople day. It's a Schmoople day. Oh, that's beautiful, Keanu. Moonlight, that's awesome. I learned a little bit of how to play the keyboard, but I've never learned the pedals for piano. That's interesting. I'm sorry that you had to have your gallbladder yanked out. I'm sure you were very attached to it. How long is your recovery time supposed to be? Did they give you a time estimate? Do I have another hair tie? Ouch, out here. Do I? I don't think I do. After not figuring out how to play it. Good morning, Dr. Wet Socks. Every single time I see your name, I think of my close friend Adam, because he is so bothered by wet socks. Like he keeps a second pair of socks in his truck all the time. Always. Like it is a permanent thing. He will not go out into the world without them. Oh, really? That sucks, Vandy. But that's good to know. It's always nice to know when people have changed their names, so I make sure I don't forget any previous friendshipping. Working from home next week? Good. Are you getting excited to get more work done again? I know a lot of people who enjoy their jobs, or at least enjoy the challenge of their jobs. When they're unable to work for a while, they're like, oh, give me something to do. It's time to get the socks wet again, yeah. There's a teeny bit of snow still on the ground from yesterday. Aw, I'm sorry you feel gross. I hope that you feel better super duper mega heckin' fast. You deserve it. But I'm also grateful that your surgery coincided with the schedule that allowed you to stumble into this community and become such a wonderful part of it. Yes, it's supposed to be, right, Cha-Cha? Have you played it yet? Does she meditate with you? Or at all? What about reading, Pixel? Do you like to read? Could you do some learning? Could you learn while you're on this little breaky poo? Tennessee is beautiful. That's cool. I wish my boyfriend were home right now just so that he could take Capone in the other room. Bruh, Lost Souls, we had snow on Halloween. We had a literal, snowstorm. Hi, Smokey. Good morning. Oh, your mind space has just been mush? I got you. Capone is just pushing all my shit around. Ooh, I like it, Cha-Cha. Oh, I didn't even notice the second part. Mine's lad. Mind space, mind palace, mind in general. Hey, quit it. I want to, I think I've referenced this a million times lately, but I think about it a lot. I would love to be able to take a week off of work and do a staycation. Well, I don't even know if I could handle doing a staycation, because when I'm home and I'm not doing anything, I can't focus on whatever it is that I want to do. I wouldn't be able to easily sit and just read books for a week at home. I would be looking around fuck, I gotta clean, I gotta do something. But I was watching this thing that was talking about how Bill Gates takes these week-long trips where all he brings is books and his journal, and he just sits with his mind and reads the whole time, and it's all books that he can learn from, you know? And I was thinking, man, I would love that. I would love to go somewhere, in the woods or by the beach, and know that I didn't have anything to do other than read and journal. The rain has been wild this year, Lost Souls. I think in my area, the rain was this is the rainiest season in many, many years. For real, Keanu. Yo, for Halloween, no, not for Halloween, this past Saturday, I had to do my photo shoot. I got to do my photo shoot for Endgame, for Twaz's amazing streetwear brand for Drop 2. I was supposed to do it the previous Saturday. I got sick. 1 week of difference changed the temperature from the previous Saturday being nearly 60 or 65 and sunny to the following Saturday being barely 40 degrees. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I need 1 week off just so that I can recover from this, and then in that amount of time, winter arrives. Good morning, Pierre. All right, Momo, have an awesome day. I do want to learn how to do the singing bowls, though, Cha-Cha. They seem really cool. And I want, a million wind chimes. But I think we've talked about that before. Want, so many wants. But In addition to all of the wants, I have many things I'm grateful for, so I would like to focus there. What are you grateful for today? 5 things. Let's talk about your gratitude, friends. What does your gratitude look like today? Hi, Winter's Wolf. Good morning. Yes, I don't intend to miss a GuardianCon or GCX for the foreseeable future. I love those events so very much. They mean a lot to me. I've met a lot of wonderful people through GuardianCon, GCX, DC, whatever. I have some wind chimes around Winter's Wolf, just not as many as I would like. I would like a bajillion. You're grateful for a beer today, Shaun of the Dead? What time is it by you? Yeah, teach me, Chach. Teach. Speaking of wind chimes. I love it. And your calmness, that's great. Being alive is good enough for you? That's wonderful, but I want more anyway. 5 things you're grateful for. You nailed 1. Go! 6 a.m. I'm not judging, but I am concerned. Shaun, have you gone to sleep yet? Are you waking up and going to beer? It's a cool place, right, Pixel Pixie? That's nice, Senior Smackdown. Capone, can you just lay down, please? Can you? Do you think you could do that, please? That'd be great. Just lay down. Or get on the couch and lay down. Ooh, being off tomorrow? Nice. Nice. Oh, okay, you work nights. Got it. So it wasn't like, wake up in the morning, do I want coffee? Nah, beer. Yes, Conan. Oh, yeah, it was cold for him, Common. Tiny frogs staying warm inside of them? That's adorable. For dancing. That's gorgeous. What kind of dancing do you like, Pierre? Hello, please do a snuzzle. I had to turn the heat like way up this morning for this little doggo face. I believe they did, and I think that there are, what do you call it, Pixel Pixie, shuttles? But, like, we got an Airbnb last year, and I regretted it. No lie. Like, the Airbnb was dope. We enjoyed that aspect of it. But when it came time to come to and from, like, go to and from the event, it sucked having to get Ubers and be stuck in traffic and stuff. Got it, Shaun. Got it. I'm glad you stopped that, Losers and Trolls United. I'm glad. And just dancing in the kitchen? Aww. Pierre, that's really cute and amazing. I love it. I love it a lot. My uncle Lars from my adoptive dad's side, him and his wife Dee were just some of the nicest people ever. Unfortunately, my uncle passed away years ago, but he and my aunt would swing dance at every single wedding. Like, they just would not get off the floor. They had so much fun together, and it was so cute. Cha-cha, have an amazing day. Yes, and that's why, like, we're grateful for that, Pixel Pixie. We already booked our rooms for the Rosen this upcoming GuardianCon, and yeah, we're pumped about it for sure. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Pierre. Yeah, I did see the story, Conan. We were, I was talking to Alex about that. There was a place we were gonna rent years ago, I think it was in Seattle, that we were like, this is sus as fuck. I forget some of the little red flags we had, but like we are big into researching anything that we do. Like if you're gonna take money from us, you better believe we are gonna make sure that you're not gonna try and scam us. So we look for super hosts whenever possible. We always get phone numbers, talk on the phone, get everything in writing, all that kind of shit. And this one listing was like particularly shady, so we wound up backing out of it. And I'm really glad we did now that we're looking at that article and seeing how little recourse you seem to have. That's cool, Pierre. My boyfriend is big into dancing. He used to be much more into it, but out here there's not as much of a scene unless you drive a bit. But his brother is big into it too, like his whole family, they're all into Latin dancing. So I know, like, I don't even know if I could say I know anymore because we haven't done it in so long. But he was teaching me a little bit of bachata, and I love it. I love it. I am not a good dancer. Like, I just never learned, you know? I never learned anything with, like, steps or anything like that. So I did not think I was capable until I started boxing, and I had to learn steps and rhythm for boxing. And now I have, like, more hope that I could actually do better at dancing. But when we move to Arizona, we've talked about that. We're gonna start enjoying more time together out dancing and stuff. Sorry, I was distracted by an email. Yeah, I'm excited to do it, and it's so cute. Oh my god, I love dancing with Alex. Like, he is a really great dancer, and just that confidence that comes from someone who knows how to move a little bit, it's so attractive. Dancing in Tampa was lit. Yes, it was a great time. I'm not gonna try and say it wasn't a great time, but I think I can safely say I'm not a good dancer and be okay with it. Oh. I had fun. You don't have to be a good dancer to have fun. I have faith in my Latin hips and their ability to move once I, like, learn how. Day 9? Interessante. How do we feel, Rack? Josh, thank you for that follow. Welcome. Have you thought of getting back into swing dancing, Pierre? Like going to those groups again? I don't know if it's anything like the Latin dancing communities, but like they're all about like solo dancers showing up and getting into the mix. You are the whitest dancer ever. Is there lots of snapping going on? Because that's an important part of being a white dancer. Okay, then yes. You qualify. Oh my gosh, ninjas, welcome back. Amazing boss mother. Hey, you had an interview, yeah? Dabsy! Long time, bud. Thanks for 8 months. How are you? Invisible gong hit. Gong. Oh yeah, okay, well, get to the point where you can dance again, Pierre, and then go dancing again. Washington and then Florida at the end of the year? Nice. Nice. Enjoy all of your Washington time. Pew, 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 pew. I would love a massage and then sensory deprivation. Oh, I'm sorry, Dabsy. I hope that you feel better really fast. I hope someone can help you with that. You're the only one who would give them an answer? That's hilarious. That's what's up, ninjas. You ballsy ass bitch. I love it. So proud. Like, looking back on it, can you even believe that you were nervous about this, knowing just how, like, excessively badass you are? You know? Okay. Text me, Rec. Let me know what's going on in your brain right now. That's poopy buttholes, Dabsy. I mean, on the bright side, at least massages aren't terribly expensive. But I understand that that's still not a cost everyone can afford. I can't believe you were nervous either, ninjas. And that's hilarious. What movie did you answer with? I would have answered that in a heartbeat, like, how high? Probably how high. This is the end is like a close second for me, which I know doesn't quite fit in. Oh, so you sended me a book? That's exciting. Everybody was so young. I want to look at that. Half-Baked is an amazing movie. It's a tough one, but some of the stupid-ass jokes in How High are just my favorite, and I love the soundtrack. Hi, Big Daddy. Best book you've ever read. I'm looking it up right now. Everyone so young. Everybody was so young. I'm sure I will enjoy it. You know, and I really appreciate this too, because what I wrote in my journal the last time I journaled, as far as like what I'm really grateful for, was all the books I have, because people have been sending me a lot of books and I'm so grateful. Dazed and Confused, yes. Pineapple Express, yes. So many great ones there. Like anything that involves Seth Rogen, basically. That's awesome, ninjas. Oh, here we go. I was like, I want to read what it's about. Ooh, it's about something in the 20s. We're about to be in the 20s. Friday, yes. Oh, cool. Thank you, Lost Souls. That's really nice. Thank you. Lots of positive reviews on it. Damn. Thank you. That's very kind of you, my friend. The Magic of Xanth? What's that about? I've been reading a lot more books that like teach me stuff versus anything like fiction or anything like that lately. But I'm not opposed to it, you know. Oh, and I'm reading House of Leaves. I still have to finish that. That's one of the first fiction books I've picked up in a while. Not even picked up. Pinot Guido sent it to me off my wish list like a super nice human. Yay! Hooray for Friday dopamine rushes! Yay, payday! Treat yourself! Yeah, 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 you, yes. Anyone doing yoga with me today? In a while? I'm finishing my coffee and then we can get all up in it. I like it, Sean. I like it already. If you're not into the whole brevity thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Senior Smackdown. With a suitcase of drugs? Okay. Oh, and your magic dictates your place in the society? Ooh, okay, don't fall downstairs, Brad. That's not what you want to do. That might even be considered the opposite of what you would want to do. You just didn't have as much the same smorgasbord of drugs. Good, treat yourself. Senior Smackdown, you still deserve it. It was not planned. I imagine it wasn't, Brad. So who will you be today? Did you already answer that? We set intentions for the day in these morning streams. If you haven't done it already, go. Who will you be today? Set some intentions for yourself. Will you be confident, hardworking, compassionate, joyful, restful? Dabs, shrooms, and LSD. Oh, we're just going big, huh? Today you will be hopeful. You will be sociable. I like it. I don't know if I would enjoy tripping balls on Fremont. I don't think I want to be tripping out in outrageous places like that. I love introspective, hallucinogenic experiences. That sounds so the opposite of what I would enjoy that for. I like smoking and being out in the world, but psychedelics, I want to be inside. Oh, nice. A good place, Brad Habit? It was super fun until it wasn't. I can imagine. Hi, possibly Ben. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Jane dear. Good morning. Okay, well, I'm glad that you're gonna get out tonight and hang out with some friends. It is cold out, I would agree. I concur. Why is it tough for you to answer that question, Senior Smackdown? On the shower floor, no regrets? I mean, if you have no regrets, that's important, right? Today you will be asleep, yes. As someone who works nights, I think that's probably in your best interest. Now that it's brighter in here, I'm gonna adjust the settings real quick. Relax, Capone. For heck's sake, bro. You are all up in my business, dude. Aw, that's awesome, Entwine. 3 years. That's a many long times. Thank you for 3 years, Entwine. Invisible gong hit, gong. I can imagine that was quite stimulating, Dabsy. Ooh, if it's free, I mean, why not, right? What do you have to lose? Pickle, I love you. You're such a good boy. Even though you drive me crazy, you're a sweet, sweet boy. I love learning too. Big fan. Oh, and you got that book, right, Brad? The Miracle Morning? You good boy. Oh, right when I was about to get another picture. Moves his tiny little face. Okay, you cannot just go wherever you want to go. Oh my goodness, where do you think... What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? I was gonna post this picture of you being cute. Oh my gosh, Senior Smackdown. I'm so sorry, my friend. What happened, if you don't mind sharing? Wow. The loss of a sibling is one of the worst things I think any person can experience, you know? I'm so sorry. I don't know if this helps at all or if it'll be beneficial. I recorded a podcast on grief. If you search MindOfSnaps, or if anyone's willing to pop the command real quick, it's called Moving Forward After a Loss, and it talks a little bit about the grieving process and what you can expect if you're not at all familiar, and some ways that you can try to move through it in as healthy of a manner as possible. I lost my sister 11 years ago, and my dad passed away at the beginning of this year unexpectedly, and it breaks my heart to think that anyone is potentially grieving in a way that is harming them more than helping, you know? I do have Amazon Prime, Lost Souls. Yeah, agreed, Dabsy. Next few hours? Awesome, Brad. I agree with Sean. Wow, I'm so sorry, Senior Smackdown. Wow. I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm sure that you have family and friends and stuff to rely on, but if you need another person to talk to, my DMs are open everywhere. Like, literally all of the places where I can be DM'd, I can be DM'd. They are open. So if you want another person to talk to, I'm happy to be there for you. And yeah, my condolences, friend. Oh wow, that fart that came out of you, bud. Good job. I did watch Undone. I've recommended that to a lot of people. Very powerful and emotional, and kind of a cool visual representation of like a psychedelic kind of hallucinogenic sort of experience. How old was your brother, Senior Smackdown, if you don't mind sharing more? End of the fucking world? I haven't seen it, Entwined. What do you like about it? Yeah, my biceps are big. I can't flex them on stream because I might break some shit, you know? What did I just miss? Josh, thanks for the follow. Was that you? There's something else. 22. Ugh. That is heartbreaking. My sister passed away just a couple months before her 25th birthday. That's such an extreme type of pain. And the fact that you're working right now, like, good for you, my friend. If you have time, listen to that podcast. Maybe it can help a little bit with some of what you might experience soon. And man, again, I'm just so sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Kai Kiesel. Oh, okay, Entwined. I like it. I had a friend who went to sleep and didn't wake up. It was from his sleep apnea. He fell asleep on the couch watching the Bears game when he was like 23 or 24 and didn't wake up because he didn't have his machine on and his heart stopped. If there's anyone who can easily get to my podcast, and grab the link for moving forward after a loss and DM it to Senior Smackdown, I'd appreciate it. Especially because I think he said he's heading into work right now. Wow, a few days before. Can't even imagine. Wow. And Senior, like, as hard as it is, you know, we were talking about setting intentions for the day and practicing gratitude and stuff. At times like this, when it feels even harder to be able to do that, that is, in my opinion, in my experience, the best time to do it. So, in spite of the super tragedy that you're dealing with in your family, learning how to refocus your mind to practicing gratitude, to still choosing who you're going to be that day, can be very powerful. I really don't know what I would have done if it hadn't been for all of this mindfulness and everything that I brought into my life when my dad died earlier this year. Because when my sister died, I was in a horrible state of mind. Like, I know how that went. It did not go well. When my dad died, I took the time off and I spent a lot of time practicing gratitude, and I think it gave me such incredible perspective and really helped me to work through it in a more beneficial way, a healthier way, at the very least a less detrimental way. Shaun of the Dead, thank you for gifting that sub to Senior Smackdown. That's so kind. Wow, that's so sad, Brad. It took so much work, Entwined, you know, and I do really appreciate that. Because every time when I start telling people my story and I'm thinking like, I've had it easy, I'm so lucky, I'm so grateful, then I start telling people some of the stuff I've gone through, and people say stupid shit, right? So people saying things like, wow, I wouldn't have made it, I couldn't do that. It's like, I mean, you'd be surprised what you could do when you have been faced with it, but I'm in a great state of mind because I worked to create it, you know? And like, man, I'm still so grateful for how my relationship with my dad changed before he passed away. Because we talked a little bit about that semi-recently in chat during like regular stream. It takes a lot to come to terms with the fact that the people that you love are people, that they make mistakes, that they're complex beings just like you are. And my dad was a raging alcoholic for a lot of my life. He was much kinder and more relaxed in his later years, but we never really talked about the fact that he was abusive when we were younger. We didn't really get many opportunities to have a face-to-face discussion and say like, hey, here's the deal, bud, like, you and your actions as I was growing up, like, fucked me up, man. You know, like, I dealt with a lot because of what you were dealing with, and we didn't really get a chance to talk about that. Like, I forgave him long ago. I didn't quite know everything I was forgiving him for, but I forgave him long ago. But I would have loved a different relationship with my dad, and we were kind of getting there before he passed away. Like, we were still far off from where I would have loved to have been. Senior, have an amazing day. So sorry again for your loss. So much love to you. And remember, DMs are open. Yeah, it was good, Entwined. Like, I know he loved me, and I loved him. But we didn't talk. You know, like, if I called the house and he answered, right away he would be like, all right, you want to talk to your mom? I'd be like, no, I called to talk to you. He didn't really know how to have conversations past just checking in with each other, past worrying about me or about the house or whatever. And I would have loved, Ned, thank you for 43. Happy Friday. I would have loved to be able to talk to my dad about what was going on in my life. I would have loved to have been able to talk to him about some of the feelings that I had when I was younger, like my suicide attempt. Just stay, Piggy. When I attempted suicide, I was 15, and he got home as my friend had gotten like an ambulance to come and take me to the hospital. And like, I never had a chance to talk to him about the look that he gave me, because, you know, now knowing what I know about the mind, I know that there's a good chance that because of the state of mind I was in, that I misread what I was getting off of him. But I remember him coming home that day as I was going to the hospital, and all I could think is, he's disappointed again. He's inconvenienced again. I've made myself a burden on my family again. Because he just looked very unhappy. But like, you know, looking back, for all I know, he came home, found an ambulance, heard from the paramedics that I was being taken to the hospital for an attempted suicide, and was worried. And I misread what was going on in his mind and on his face. So I would have loved an opportunity to talk to him and be like, so what was going through your mind that day? Like, what were you thinking? What about when you came to visit me in the hospital and we were all just kind of pretending that I hadn't tried to end my life? What were you thinking then? What about when you adopted me? Like, what was going through your mind then? Not really. I don't think she could. Her and my dad had a complicated relationship, unfortunately. You know, they got married only a year before they adopted us. So she and my dad went from being successful, leaving past relationships. My dad's ex-wife had passed away. He was a widower. And when he and my mom met, they were at the point where they could have retired really soon. My dad was still working for the fire department. My mom was a successful realtor. And when they moved in together and got married and everything, like, they had 7 children that they were raising together at that point that were all getting ready to get into high school or exit high school. And then my mom's daughter, my birth mom, ran away and left 3 children behind. And suddenly they were faced with a decision of like, do we retire and let the kids go to the state, or do we adopt them and sacrifice basically the rest of our lives? And I can only imagine how hard that was for my dad, being that we weren't biologically related, that this was like his new stepdaughter who had just kind of disappeared, and suddenly his houseboat future and his plans to travel the world with my mom were squashed. A lot of this is news to you? Yeah. I am an open book, but you know, a lot of this doesn't come up every day, right? But yeah, like my parents were at the point where they should have been retiring. And instead, my dad didn't get to retire until he was 72. And he passed away in January at 79, 80. So, for someone who already was struggling with alcoholism and self-hatred, because I know my dad had gone through some stuff internally as well, he was still dealing with the loss of his sister, who had passed away years ago from alcohol abuse. He lost his dad, his mom was still in Sweden, like, his brother was across the country. I'm sure he felt isolated. There was a lot of other stuff going on. Yeah, Dabsy. But I would have loved more opportunities to talk to him about that stuff. Like, how did you feel? How was it for you? Where were the moments where you were thinking like, fuck this, I'm out? And I think I could identify a lot of them because we were blamed a lot for all of his misfortunes growing up, which, you know, when I was younger made me want to hate him. But I still craved his attention and his love, so I really couldn't. And when I was older, I just felt bad for him. Like, man, what must your experience have been like that you could see 3 small, like, innocent children as a burden on your life, that you could see us and instead of, like, reacting with love and compassion, feel anger. Yeah, absolutely entwined. Were you here? We were talking about a meditation that I had, like, semi-recently. I would say within the last month or so. One of the most powerful meditations that I've had at all. And meditation can be a beautiful and peaceful thing, but what it's really doing is putting you in touch with what's inside, what you haven't addressed yet at times. So sometimes you can be in a great mood and sit down to meditate, and the stuff that surfaces is painful and it hurts. And you can either resist it and know that it's not going to go anywhere, or you can welcome it in and explore it, knowing that it's going to fucking hurt. And I had a meditation recently where it became very clear to me that the reason I had been in so many abusive relationships was not because my parents weren't in love and didn't show me a better way, but because I was in an abusive relationship with my parents growing up. And it basically showed me, this is what you should do. You know, it wasn't that I chose bad relationships because I hadn't been shown a better one. I chose a relationship that mirrored the ones that I had growing up, which was me tiptoeing around my dad, trying my hardest to get him to be kind to me and loving because... Hey, boo-boo, good timing. Because I knew that if I managed my own behavior well enough, I could get my dad to treat me with just a little bit of love and affection. And obviously, as a young child or as a person in general, like, that's what we want, right? We want love and affection. We want that unconditional stuff. And I learned from a very young age that unconditional wasn't really an option, that most love was conditional, which obviously now I don't agree with, but that was essentially how I was raised, was manage yourself, tiptoe around, avoid when they're angry, when they're happy, try to squeeze in there and absorb some of that kindness before it goes away. So, like, I lived for the moments when my dad would call me babe. Because it wasn't very often, but it was like his little pet name for me. And when he would call me that and he would give me like a little pat or like mess up my hair or something, I was just like, yay, this is my daddy. And then all the other times, it was like him angry and kind of avoiding our family by being in the garage or in the basement or by being drunk and referring to my brother, sister, and I as these damn kids. And being blamed for, like, all of his misfortune, you know? We definitely mimic our earliest relationships, absolutely. I mean, that's good, Entwined, that's good. But yeah, I had this meditation several weeks ago where it was almost like a psychedelic experience. It was very visual compared to what a lot of my meditations look like. And it was essentially like the panes of this window, except there were 4 of them. And it was like little movies playing out in each little section. And the first movie was me following my dad around, kind of like ducking and hiding, trying to avoid his wrath, and then trying to sneak in there and get attention from him when it was clear he was ready to be in a loving mood. And then the next pane was my first relationship with my ex-boyfriend. And it was me doing the same thing, following him around, trying to avoid his bad moods, trying to capitalize off of his good moods and just soak up any love I could get in those moments. And then in the next pain, it was my next relationship with a physically abusive boyfriend who, it was the same thing. It was me just desperately trying to get love and not really getting it, but when I did, I was like, this is all I need, I'm so happy. And then the final pain was the same thing. It was my most recent relationship that was very abusive, and it was like all things were happening simultaneously. The young version of myself, the adolescent version of myself, the early 20s version of myself, and then even all the way up until my most recent relationship. It was like all of them were playing out simultaneously, and every version of me was doing the same thing. Looking through windows to see like what mood I was gonna get that day, and then acting appropriately. Like I used to walk, because there's Enzo or Capone just kicked this. There was a window that looked out into the garage. So when my dad would get home, I would go over to the window and I would look, and I would just like barely peek my head over the window to see if he was in a good mood or not. So I would see him get out of his car, and I could look right away and see on his face, uh-oh. And I would, kind of run the other way if he wasn't going to be in a good mood. I would just try to avoid that. And if he was in a good mood and he was like kind of humming or whistling, then I would be like, yay, awesome, I get to, maybe get some affection from my dad. And then I was seeing the same thing in all these relationships. So it was very eye-opening for me to be able to forgive my dad for yet another thing that I didn't quite realize was not necessarily his fault, but definitely something that he caused, Capone's just kicking my shit here. Oh man, did it freeze? God damn it. I'm glad the audio is still good, but fuck. There we go. So anyway, it became really clear to me that I didn't choose bad relationships because I just hadn't been shown good ones, but instead that I chose relationships because they were literally what I had been shown. And I spent so long thinking when people would say you find someone who's like your dad, because that's a very common thing, especially for young women. When people would say stuff like that, I'd be like, yeah, right, I didn't find anyone who's even remotely like my dad. I've never dated an alcoholic. I never would. And then sitting there and meditating and having that visual experience happening, it was so eye-opening. I was sitting for 30 minutes and I saw this whole thing play out. And by the end of the 30 minutes, I was just sitting there sobbing. And I was like, oh my God, I literally went into these relationships because they were normal to me, because that's all I knew. So I genuinely, the relationship that I have with my boyfriend, I did not think that relationships like that could exist. The one I have right now with my current boyfriend, he's such a wonderful person. Capone, stop. He's such a wonderful person, and I did not think that healthy relationships existed because I had quite literally never seen one. He's hurting a little bit every day now, and it's breaking my heart, but it also drives me crazy because sometimes it's just his own anxiety, and he just clings to me. Hi, Thrust. Yeah, Entwined, I don't think he has a lot of time left, honestly. Because, the amount of time that he spends whining now, it's extreme. It's too much. Even though he's still eating, he's still drinking, he still plays on and off, I don't think that I can watch him like whine and limp around for too much longer. It's heartbreaking, and winter is always hard on him. I hear you. Yes, exactly. And he gets lots and lots of love. Like, obviously, I was in the middle of trying to talk about something kind of serious, so him, like, stepping all over me and kicking the camera was a little frustrating. And especially because, like, I think we've talked about this before, like, repetitive noises have a tendency to irritate me, and then I have to, like, work my way out of it because it's, like, a very long ingrained behavioral pattern or thought pattern. Repetitive noises, repetitive noises, repetitive noises, and then I feel it in my body before my mind even notices the thoughts of anger. So him, like, tapping, kicking, whining, all that stuff, like, I am spending more time than I need to trying to get myself back into a state of anything close to equanimity, because, yeah, the misophonia, whatever misophonia, drives me fucking crazy. And he has had so many nights where he whines. Like, you would honestly think I'm exaggerating when I say he whines the whole night. I mean the whole fucking night. He can whine in varying pitches with little barks built in. He can whine for an entire fucking evening. It gave me a migraine a couple weeks ago. No, don't go in between me and the camera because you're gonna mess it up again. Misophonia is, it's like frustration over repetitive noises. They are incredibly distracting for me. They are almost infuriating. And I am not an angry person anymore. Yeah, oh my gosh, right, Thrust? Yes, it's insane. It, like, if you look at the thoughts that occur when they have made it to my mind and it's not just my body reacting, it is rage, like 100%. It's not irritation, anger, it is rage. It is exceptional. And for most of the things that used to drive me crazy, I've managed to get way better at, like money. Alex, he's big into, like, fidgeting. So if he's playing poker on his computer, he will have, like, chips that he just shuffles back and forth. That noise would have been enough to drive me crazy. Keyboard clicks used to drive me crazy. Like, the dogs just walking in general, all the click-clacking used to drive me crazy, but I'm so much better now. But the whining, it's like I have not been able to acclimate to it because the pitch changes so much. Because it's up and then it's down and then it's up and then it's down and then it's barking and then it's pacing. And, like, one of his favorite things to do, seemingly, when he's like this, is step on shit that makes noise. So, like, he'll find a bunch of shoes and he'll walk over them over and over and over again until they, like, start stumbling all over and you hear the noise. There was a garbage bag full of clothes in the kitchen, nowhere near his path. But while he was whining and all frustrated and anxious, he kept walking over this fucking garbage bag. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm going fucking crazy. I'm going fucking crazy. So it's so frustrating because it's one of those things where I feel like out of control. And I've worked so hard to build up control that when I don't feel I have it, I'm just like... Well, thank you, Feisty Cheese. I appreciate that, and welcome. I'm glad you decided to come out of lurk and say hi. Maybe, 42. Maybe. I've had to shut down streams before because repetitive noises were happening that I couldn't control, and I just could not focus. And, like, so many things, man, I can handle now that I was not able to in the past. But the dog's licking, or, like, Boo licking herself, can't do it. Not yet, at least. It's just, it, like, feels like it's drilling into my fucking skull. Yes, and then the anger leads to guilt. Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. I used to feel really frustrated because I had a friend, I haven't seen him in years, but I had a friend who was a very big guy, like really terrible diet, didn't take wonderful care of himself. Not that that's like, I'm not trying to shame him or anything, but he was very heavy set. And as a result, like, he had very heavy breathing. And it's something that makes you feel like a shitty person when you are getting angry at someone's breathing, right? Because you're just like, they're breathing. They can't help it. But then my brain would be like, nobody could help it. He could take better care of himself, and then you won't have to listen to it. And then I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Why would I think that about another person? Like, that's so mean. Shut up. And then I start thinking like that because I had the thought, it means that I am the one who had the thought, and that means that I am a bad person. So then I'd get angry at myself for getting angry at him. And like, it was the same thing when he ate. He was still heavy breathing, and he tended to eat with his mouth open. And I would just like find myself getting so agitated. And then I'd be like, oh my God, just let it go. Walk away. Like, this is not their fault. This is on you. Figure out your shit, woman. Right, feisty cheese? So you are a feisty cheese. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Dabsy. It's crazy how much our minds like to sabotage us, you know? All these things that are like built in from our strange and long evolution into what we are now. So much of it works against us because the world is so different. Well, there is hope for misophonia. I'll tell you that much. There's definitely hope. So many of the things that used to drive me crazy, they don't even register on my radar anymore. It's the like whining and the licking that I haven't managed to get past yet. Yeah, for a while, Common. After Simonito, my sweet Simon boy. Aw, have an amazing day, Feisty Cheese. Thank you again for deciding to pop out at Lurk. I hope to get a chance to get to know you better. I'll be streaming normal stream at 2 o'clock today, Central Time, if you want to tune in and chat. But you might not, Dabsy, because a lot of that stuff that used to drive me crazy does not anymore. Like, people breathing, chewing, doesn't bug me. My boyfriend can be playing with, like, those chips, and I can hear, like, his game noises. It doesn't bug me. It is really, like, down to just a couple of things at this point. Yeah, for real, Pixel. Because you feel it in your body, right? Like at night when I'm trying to sleep and this dude is just whining and pacing and stepping all over shit. I'm like trying my hardest to let it go and do all of the normal mindfulness practices that help me to feel good every day. But like, even though my mind is relatively focused on positive things, I notice the tension in my body. You know, the body can impact the mind can impact the body, and my body just digs in and is like, yo, you know what you really want to be right now? Angry! And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm happy. And then my body is like, punch something! And I'm like, no! Yeah, that stuff doesn't bother me too much, Dabsy. I will say when people are foot tappers or leg shakers and we're at like a table and the table starts shaking, that's when I'll be like, you need to stop. You need to stop. Yeah, if you were doing that around me, Dabsy, I would be like, listen, I love you, but stop. Hold that leg still. Oh, because it is gross. Like, really, it is gross. And I'm, Alessia, like, you know, I'm a big believer in, like, nothing matters. But it is gross having to watch people eat and, like, hear them going through the processes. Hi, Twist. They get in you, huh, Pixel? Wow. Oh yeah, we'd get a fork whap if we were chewing like that too. Oh yeah, I would not be able to handle that, 42. Definitely not. Because it's like every time your mind starts to relax and you're like, everything's fine. And then suddenly you hear beep and you're like, fuck! That's so kind, Lost Souls. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm freaky like that. It's looking like we're not going to have time to do yoga this morning, so we'll have to do it on Monday, but I'm glad that we've had an opportunity to sit and chat so much today. And you know, it's so fascinating because I've been talking about how this week, like, to go back even further, I'm reading this book called Words Can Change Your Brain. And one of the parts in this book that blew me away the most was the idea that we all have dozens of sub-personalities, and that the things that go on in your head, the thoughts that you're having, have voices that are thinking those thoughts. So your thoughts of anger, they come out with a certain voice and a certain tone. The thoughts that you have that are anxious come out with a certain voice, a certain tone. The ones that are encouraging, certain voice, certain tone. And then there's one voice. The one voice that religious people would say sounds almost like the voice of God. That really introspective people would say, this is my voice, my deep intuitive voice. It still feels like more than you. It feels like it's the you that's fully connected to everything, if that's not getting too, like, spiritual with you. But this one intuitive voice is the one that basically represents your gut. So like you're walking down an alley, or you're walking down the street and you see an alley that allows you to cut through from one spot to another. And you look at it and you're like, okay, I could take that and I'll be there in 5 minutes versus having to do this full walk around. And then as you take a step, that voice is the one that's like, don't walk down that alley. That's that voice that you hear it and you feel that it's telling you the truth. That intuitive voice, right? So I've been working more to, it's called Words Can Change Your Brain. So I've been working more to pay attention to the tones of the voices that come up and then listen to what they're telling me and try and learn from it. Like, is this helpful? Is this something that I can disagree with that voice and kind of offer my own view on things, whatever. So this week, that voice, the beautiful intuitive voice that seems so strong and very real, has been saying the word abundance over and over and over again. And it's like, it's not like repetitive in the sense that it's just like abundance, 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 but it's just a very strange, like in moments of silence, that voice pops up and is like, yet another example of abundance. Abundance is like the word for this week. And yesterday during my meditation, I think it was yesterday, I was thinking about that concept of abundance, and I was like, man, my life really fucking is abundant. Like, there are times when I can look and say, yeah, I've been through some shit, I've lived some experiences that were very challenging and heartbreaking even, but like, overall, I have an abundance of everything that I need, that I really need. And one of the things that I'm so grateful for right now is an abundance of moments that remind me that everything is truly beautiful. Like, looking over when Capone is being good and seeing him, like, snuggled up with blankets on him and stuff, and for just a second, taking a breath and looking at him and being like, fuck, I love you. Like moments where I wake up and Alex is getting ready to leave for the day and he gives me a hug and I get a second to like really look at him before he goes. And I'm just like, wow, I have an abundance of moments of joy, of beauty. I have an abundance of wisdom that's come from the bullshit that I've dealt with. I have an abundance of resources of all kinds, of knowledge to be gained. Like, I am just feeling so connected lately and so grateful for this abundant life that I'm living. Absolutely, Alessia. Absolutely. Hi, Ryan. Can we just call the one voice our id? I don't know that I would consider it that or not. Oh, not that. I have to remember. The id operates on the pleasure principle, which demands immediate gratification of needs. So if we're going based on Freud, that's the personality component that's made up of unconscious psychic energy that works to satisfy basic urges, needs, and desires. I wouldn't say that that's what this represents in terms of like what I've been experiencing, because it's not looking to satisfy anything. It's looking to accept and recognize the beauty that's everywhere. Does that make sense? Hi, what up, Sanchez? Yeah, he was obviously all over the place in terms of things that are worth drawing from and things that are a whole ass mess. And also, Sanchez, I'm not gonna be living in the state for too much longer, so what up, Meepo? Yeah, we're gonna be moving to Phoenix. Ideally early next year. At the very latest, we'd like to be there by March, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it'll be cool. I mean, not like cool in a cold sense, because that's obviously not gonna be the thing. I am, but like, it's hot here in the summer. Like, it's hot everywhere. And who knows, like, we may wind up hanging on to this house for longer than I expect. So we might be able to spend summers here and just winters in Phoenix. Given what I do for a living, like, my options are open. So we'll see where the world takes us. It's West Coast, 42. Oh, absolutely. I'm big into lotion anyway, Dabsy. It's part of my self-care routine that I like to slow down and make sure to take good care of my body and my skin. Hi, Mr. Pinhead. Good morning. 12 degrees today. Yeah, it's 15 here. Sweating nuts over here, friends. So I appreciate all of you hanging out, even though we didn't have a chance to do yoga today. I appreciate all of the conversations that we've been able to have. Yes, I believe that is the one. It should have like word bubble looking things on it, and it says words can change your brain. You did some Nike lotion applying this morning, Pierre? How did that go? It's a beautiful thing to get comfortable with yourself and your own body and stop allowing those voices that tell you you suck to be the only voices in your head. cool. It's a really fascinating book, Pixel Pixie. Pierre started reading that, and I was like, listen, if you're reading this book, I'm okay with you, like, blowing up my messages about how much this book is blowing your mind, because it blew my fucking mind. You talked to your arms and said thank you? That's wonderful. How are you feeling today? Oh, there we go. Good neck cracks. Oh my goodness, Dabsy, how dare. How did it go, Thrust? How did you feel, and how do you feel today? Oh, I'm glad that the headache didn't full on arrive. Damn, I need my nail file again. I'm sorry your neck's hurting. It sucks when your body is the thing that's making it hard for you to enjoy your life. Yeah, I understand. Totally. Hopefully you get in the habit of it, Pixel Pixie. Hi, Solipsist. There's so much knowledge out there that could help you to enjoy your life more, enjoy yourself more. And I'm sorry if any of you hate the noise of nail files, but this nail just broke and I need to not let it snag on things. I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better though, Thrusty. Thrusty poo. Have you been meditating? Yay, it's a Friday! Have you been maintaining your routines at all? Right, 42. Pierre, you're going right where I was going. It sucks when feeling poopy can prevent us from doing the things that helps us to feel better because we're so locked into feeling poopy. Capone, just stop. Just relax. I got you, Thrust. You don't need to apologize for that, ninjas. That's awesome. I'm happy that you had something good like that to share. You badass mom, you. Well, I hope that it goes away fast, Thrust. Okay, get some good rest, Common. And speaking of routines and meditation, we missed out on an opportunity to do some yoga. Well, that's good, Thrust. And meditation, you still doing that? That's so great, Dabsy. I also have a post on my website that goes into more detail on how to get better rest at night. Good for you, Pierre. Good for you. Maybe that could help with the neck especially. Maybe there's some tension that's in your body from something that's in your mind that you haven't had a chance to kind of come face to face with. You know, so I was talking about that meditation I had that kind of put me face to face with some of the shit that I dealt with my dad's abuse growing up. After that meditation, I literally felt actual weight lifted off of my shoulders, like a little bit of tension I had been carrying in my body that I wasn't even fully aware of. As I sat there weeping and sobbing, it dissipated, you know? And it's that strange type of pain that you don't even realize was there until it's gone. Maybe there's something in your mind that's hurting you. Cool, Thrust. Why don't you sit here? Because we're going to meditate now. Sit down or get up there and lay down, whatever. Good boy, get up there. Yeah, you definitely want to be on the couch. You can't lay right in front of me, bud, because then you're going to kick the camera again. Over here. Right here. Right here. Always, Thrust. Always. There you go. Just lay down. We're going to meditate, buddy, and you need to lay down and be comfortable. See, now he's upset because I won't give him this exact space in front of me to lay down. Every other space where he was laying, he could lay on the couch, he could lay on one of the dog beds. He's upset because I will not let him lay in a tiny 2x2 space. So he's gonna keep pacing and keep whining. We might as well go into our meditation. Yay! Cool, Pixel Pixie. Cool, cool, cool. You're gonna love that book. Alright, who's ready to meditate with us? We're shaking this off. We're starting our day off with all kinds of positivity, intention, and now some stillness. Get off his lawn. You get off my lawn. Nice, Thrust. Nice. Is there anyone in here who needs me to quickly walk you through how we meditate? If you do, speak now, or you'll have to hold your peace until later, or watch my meditation video on YouTube and learn from that. Exclamation point meditate or meditation. And the hiccups now. Thank you, Thrust. Okay. Since I don't think anyone needs me to walk them through it right now. Hi, Alex. You're just in time to meditate with us, my friend. See? Told you that was coming. It does not count as meditation, but it will add to your meditation for sure. Alex, do you know how to meditate? Would you like to do a 5-minute with us? I think she was saying that she is going to meditate with us. To my knowledge, Ninjas knows how to meditate at this point. She's been bossing through her life for a while. Even if you cough for the next 5 minutes, yeah. Try to focus on one thing, like the sensation of your breath. I appreciate that, Pierre. I appreciate that. You're considerate. Okay. So everyone take a nice deep breath. We'll start with that. Imagine all sides of your torso expanding, like around your waist, all right? No excuses, Dabsy. Just do it with us. As you're releasing it, we're going to go ahead and go into 5 minutes. Do your best to ignore Capone because he likes to whine every time I get comfortable. And I will let you know when we're done. After 5 minutes, when I say, okay, we're done, go ahead and open your eyes. Take another nice, slow, deep breath in. Hold it at the top. And then as you're releasing it, think of anything that brings you joy. Any moment you've had that was special, anything that could happen in the future that would make you smile. And force a beautiful smile on that beautiful face of yours. Even if it feels weird at first, it can have wonderful impacts on your mind, and we can help get you into a really nice, good state of mind to start your day. So, 5 minutes of meditation, deep breath in, slow, deep breath out, and bring a smile to your face, okay? So right now, do your deep breath, and I'm going to hit the timer, and I will see you in 5 minutes. And again, sorry for this guy. Do your best to ignore him. It's just an added meditation challenge. Okay, everyone. Take a nice deep breath. Release it slowly. And think of something that brings you joy. Put a smile on that beautiful face. Hi, Mystery. How do you feel, my friends? Are you ready to kick some major ass today? Why'd you have to leave so quick, Mystery? Oh, that's wonderful, 42. That's cool, Dabsy. Ninjas is hyped. She's ready. Really? And how did it go? GM Doza? It will be, Lost Souls. I'm determined. That's great, Alex. Good, Pierre. Good. Good, Twist. Oh, I live for moments like this. You don't even know. So, do you think you could try meditation on a daily basis? Poor Hapes? Just a thought. Yes, it does, ninjas. Absolutely. For some of you, I have faces to put to the names, so there have been several times where we're meditating during these morning streams, and I imagine us sitting in a room together with me, like, facing all of you doing a meditation, and it's really cool. I mean, if you had it then, you have it now, Dabsy. You just gotta work. Oh, nice, Mystery. So what do you have going for today, then? What's stopping you, GM Doza? Good for you, Twist! I don't, 42. If I don't know what someone looks like, I don't really... It's like a totally amorphous blob kind of thing. I don't picture really anything. But for the people who I do know, then I picture them. That's so wonderful, Pierre. Crying out of gratitude for all of your blessings is a beautiful fucking thing. That's what's up, Momo. That's what's up. What a beautiful way to word that, Pixel Pixie. Gifting yourself 5 minutes to meditate is so wonderful. Yes. Gift it to yourself. Give yourself that 5 minutes. Okay, got it, 42. Are you down for a challenge, GM Doza? It's still a start, absolutely, but if I'm just gonna be, you know, who I am, which is gonna be a little bit blunt here, I think you've identified something that could help you to feel good, and your brain is like, resist, change is scary, this could be challenging, I would have to set aside a whole 5 minutes. Wow, this is hard. Just do it anyway. I challenge you to do a minimum of 5 minutes every day. I know, right, ninjas? Oh, that sounds amazing, Mystery. Yeah, hi, Silvastorm. They dropped a 50 bomb this morning. Can you even believe it? A 50 bomb thrust. A 50 bomb. Outrageous. So kind, so generous. And it was like a few minutes into the start of stream. I don't think we've ever gotten sub bombs during morning streams, so it blew me away. I hope you enjoy the emotes, Silva. Do it, Alex. And if you're not familiar with how to meditate, like if this was one of your first times doing it, I have a video that describes in more detail how mindfulness meditation works. So if you do !meditate, you can watch that video. Mystery, thank you for gifting that sub to 42. Yes, Pixel Pixie. You go from like, oh, I don't have time for that, I'm too busy, to, wow, I have way more time than I realized. I'm so grateful I've started setting this 5 minutes aside for myself every day, or this hour, or whatever. I don't know what I would be like these days if I didn't have my mindfulness mornings, my mindful afternoons, evenings. Like, the more often I meditate throughout my day, the better my day is. If every time I feel myself getting antsy, agitated, frustrated, feeling overwhelmed, I sit and meditate even for a minute, I feel fucking unstoppable. Mystery, thank you for gifting that sub to Solipsist. That's really nice. Thank you. Very kind. Very kind. Okay, friends, as much as I love you and would love to stay and chat with you for longer, oh my goodness, Mystery, thank you for gifting that sub to Ninjas. Ninjas, enjoy the emotes again. Beautiful lady. Mystery, you so nice. I would love to stay and chat for longer, but I must get work done. I am a productive human, of course. Thank you for sharing what you have shared, Thrust, and for sharing your morning, too. Yay, friendship! I love you all so very much. I'm so grateful for you, like overwhelmingly grateful. And I look forward to seeing as many of you that can make it to today's stream at 2. I look forward to getting to know all of you better. I hope you'll join us in the Discord and talk more about your lives and stuff. Same, Mystery. Thank you for meditating with us, for sure, for sure. No need to be productive, just be. I would like to be productive. I think I've nailed the existing part. Now I'm ready to make something happen. Yeah. Check out the podcast, MindOfSnaps. That's the podcast, that's Twitter, that's YouTube, that's Instagram. Mystery, thank you for gifting that sub to Juz Shatten. Is that Juz Shatten? I can't tell because it's small on my phone. Oh, and then the Patreon. Check out the Patreon if you're looking for more mindfulness stuff, positivity podcasts that come out every Monday. And that's also where you would find coaching. If you want to do some one-on-one sessions with me, we can set that up. I will see you all at 2. If I don't see you today at 2 p.m. Central Time, then I hope you have an amazing weekend. And hidden cake, oh my god. I just adore you. Be kind to yourself. Take some deep breaths today when you start to feel yourself get frustrated or overwhelmed. Remember that you are everything. You're expansive, you're incredible, you're a badass. Manifest some dope shit, alright? Bye!